Washington Post reports that Trump did not hold any meetings this weekend with vice presidential prospects, instead meeting with staff and spending time with family. He returns to the campaign trail today in Virginia with New Jersey Governor Christie at his side, who is being formally vetted by the Trump campaign. And tomorrow, Trump campaigns in Indiana with Governor Mike Pence, who is also formally under consideration. An Indiana delegate to the convention says the event shows Pence has a 95% chance of being the pick. Do you think that's true, Mark Halperin?
95 seems a little high.
That seems a tad high.
A little high.
Mike Pence?
Yeah.
And a dark horse emerged this weekend with reports that Donald Trump seriously considering retired Army Lieutenant General Michael Flynn.
Oh, he was on our show.
He's a registered Democrat, and he raised eyebrows yesterday when he asked where he stood on the issue of abortion.
Abortion, I think it's I think for women, and these are difficult issues, but I think women have to be able to choose what they, the sort of the right of choice. But I think that's a difficult legal decision and I think that women are so important in that decision-making process.
He's asking people about it all the time. He knows that a good pick really helps his chance of winning, and a bad pick.
Who's his best pick?
Of the people in consideration, I think Mike Pence might actually be the best pick. Everybody has downsides. I could tell you all the reasons not to pick Mike Pence. But to me, from the beginning, he needs someone who the country will look at and say, that's a responsible choice. You pick someone who could step in if something happened to you. He's got a lot of foreign policy experience for his time on Capitol. His resume is very similar to John Kasich's, which is to say Washington and national security experience from his time in the House, and now the governor of a Midwestern state.
Can I show you?
VP pick. What do you think, Harold? What's his best VP pick?
Far be it from me to give him advice, but someone in the military, I think, would probably be more helpful.
Yeah.
And I don't disagree. I served with Mike Pence. He's a good guy. We don't agree on a lot of things, but he certainly would not be a bad pick. But someone that can help shore up military experience.
I think the fear people feel is how he would deal with ISIS, and if he understands geopolitics, I think he needs someone to fill that void. So who do you think is going to be the vice presidential pick, Joe?
Well, I think of the names chosen. My concern about Mike Pence is you never know how somebody's going to act on the national stage. You've been on the national stage. It's easy to get out there and say some pretty dumb things, even if you're a pretty smart guy. Same thing with the general. I would warn everybody away from the general, only because you look at what happened with Wesley Clark. The first couple of days.
I was in that race.
Yeah, you want somebody that's been on the big stage, that excels on the big stage, and really, you've got Newt Gingrich, who's all over the place, but then you've got the guy who was one of the best campaigners in the fall, and the guy who finished Marco Rubio's campaign single-handedly, and that's Christie. He's got low approval ratings in New Jersey.
I think you need a foreign policy.
You've got all that stuff, but I will tell you, Christie's a guy you can put out there. He's not going to embarrass you, and chances are pretty good he's going to embarrass the other side. If Hillary Clinton were to pick Elizabeth Warren, then Elizabeth Warren and Christie would be too able number two.